All right, everyone, please be seated. All right. Knew about the wedding, no bond. Knew about number 20 being no bond. 20 is no bond.
Yeah, I feel like.
Okay. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. This is the 2 o'clock calendar. We're running a little bit late on June 5th, 2026. The court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month will apply to all matters on this calendar. I'm not going to set forth all your release conditions out loud and admit there'll be any paperwork, so you'll be responsible for reading them. If I set a security appearance bond, you can go through a bondsman. That's my understanding. They collect calls. Their names and numbers are on some of the walls in the jail. If you can't find them or you need assistance, ask one of the officers for help. All right. Since this is being streamed, I do read the victim's rights advisement. If a person is a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, they're advised they have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on the release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who's been convicted of causing their loss. If they have already not been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, they should contact the Victim Services Division of the prosecutor's office. All right, let's do Carlos Alvarado. I'm going to show your name and date of birth, please.
Carlos Alvarado, 9894.
All right, sir, you are charged with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. I would note that I do find probable cause you committed these offenses. I am appointing a lawyer for you, and your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. You have a status conference on June 11th at 8:30. A witness from the hearing at this time scheduled for June 15th at 8:30. Now, I also know that you had your initial appearance on January 29th of this year in CR 2025 001-006-002. So pursuant to Rule 7.2B and Article 2, Section 22 of the Arizona Constitution, you'll be held without bond at this time. You'll have an evidentiary hearing on June 12th at 1:30 at 175 West Madison Street to determine whether bond can be set. Your lawyer will explain to you what that's all about. All right, step to your left, please. It's Devontae Jordan. Devontae Jordan.
He's not here, y'all.
Where might he be?
He was just in a fight.
Oh, okay, so he'll be a house call?
No,
Or you can bring him in separately? Okay, we'll just do it later then. Okay. Luis Cervantes. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
July 30th, 2002.
And your name, by the way.
Luis Alonso Cervantes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you are charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault, class 3 felony, 1 count of contributing to delinquency of a minor, and 1 count of assault. Give me 1 moment here. Um, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You charge 3 counts ag assault, one. I already mentioned that, I'm sorry. At this point, I cannot appoint an attorney for you. You can try to hire your own attorney. If you find out you cannot afford one, you can always petition your particular, your assigned judge to see whether he or she will appoint one for you, but no promises in regard to that. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. You have a status conference June 11th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on June 15th. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. The state was asking for a $25,000 bond. I'm setting bond as a security appearance bond amount of $10,000. Step to your left, please. Kennedy Smith. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Kennedy Smith, 2291.
You're charged with burglary in the 3rd degree, class. By the way, I have to change the level of felony. It's actually incorrect. I'm at number 30. It's actually a class 4 felony. Okay, sir, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street, status conference on June 11th at 8:30, witness preliminary hearing on June 15th at 8:30. You're not to return to scene of the alleged crime, not to have any contact with alleged victims. I know you have 8 prior felonies, a number of them being burglary convictions. And bond is set in the amount of security appearance bond of $10,000. Step to your left, please. Alex Studenka. So your name and date of birth, please. Your name and date of birth.
Alex Jackson Studenka, 8487.
Okay, give me 1 second here. All right, so, sir, you have a total of two charges here, sets of charges. One you have out of warrant of the Gila County Superior Court. And for a couple of counts of public nuisance and 1 count of assault, a lawyer will be appointed for you at the next court date. Your arraignment hearing at this point is set for June 10th at the Gila County Superior Court at 8:30. That may be changed, judging, because the new charges, they may want to do the Maricopa charges first. No contact with the alleged victim can initiate with that. And they set bond in Gila County in the amount of $5,000 security appearance bond. Now you have new charges here in Superior Court. Right. Give me 1 second here. I did have a victim statement. She's downgrading the allegations. She's saying it's not. She said she over exaggerated her statements to the police. I've reviewed it. You are charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of criminal damage. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. On this one, you'll be at 175 for West Madison. You'll have a status conference on June 11th at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing is June 15th.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It's June 11th, June 15th, 8:30. And initiate contact with the victim, not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. State was asking for $25,000. I'm setting bond and security appearance bond of $7,500. All right, step to your left, please.
What?
It's 7,500 on the Maricopa County and 5,000 on Gila County. So total of $12,500 secured appearance bond.
Is that my bond?
What?
Is that my bond?
Yeah,
And here,
I just told you, it's 5,000 Gila County, 7,500 here.
so,
Serena Flores? Step-
is that it?
All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Serena Flores, 1702.
A little louder, please.
Serena Flores, 1702.
In 1702, okay. You got two matters before me. One is a bench warrant, and just want to double check one thing. It's actually a probation violation by bench warrant. And you already have an attorney appointed on that. I'm sorry, it'll be, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. It'll be at 201 West Jefferson on this one for a probation verification arraignment hearing, June 11th at 8:30. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. If you get out, this applies to both of your cases. Get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol, and no drugs with a valid prescription. And bond was set by a judge in probation violation in the amount of $500. Now you have a new case. Superior Court possession, dangerous drugs, possession, drug paraphernalia. I am appointing a lawyer for you on that one. Now, on this one, you'll be, let me just. They scheduled you for this it'll be in a different courthouse at 175 West Madison, also on June 11th at 8:30. So talk to your lawyer at the first court, let them know about the other case so you don't have to possibly issue a warrant. This is drug paraphernalia and dangerous drugs. Same release conditions such as contacting a probation officer within 72 hours, no weapons, no alcohol. And bond is set now on an amount of $250 secured appearance bond. And your status conference is June 11th at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing is June 15th at 8:30. Step to your left, please. Jason Littleman.
No.
Your name and date of birth, sir.
Jason Littleman, September 2nd, 1984.
Does he have a Phoenix hold? Okay, so you're gonna see a judge in Phoenix down the hall tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. All right, but here you have a bench warrant at a Superior Court on a possession of dangerous drugs, possession drug paraphernalia. You already have an attorney. Your court date will be on June 11th at 8:30, and status conference witness preliminary hearing on June 15th. Your and if you get out, contact your probation. Let me just double check. You're not on probation, are you? You're- I gotta change that, by the way. Not to drink any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Bond has been set in the amount of $1,000. That's based on the bench warrant. All right, step to your left, please. Drem Wilson Lewis. And which one? What, 60, I didn't sign it? Okay.
Who's the next one?
Hold on a second, I have to change something. No, not right.
Your Honor, who's the next one?
Hold on a second, I have a little issue I have to take care of here. Sorry. It was supposed to, it was just right there. No, I'm sorry. That was this one I'm trying to change. Patients.
We're gonna get the test.
I'm trying to figure out why it keeps going back on there. Is it signed now? No? See, it keeps going back to where it was. If I do signature.
Are you trying to eliminate the probation?
Yeah, I'm taking this out. All right. Yeah. You know, ordinarily you have to do
Is it on?
Microsoft Edge close one.
And then right there's the third?
What? Oh, Eric?
Yeah.
Where's it?
Right.
Yes, it was there. Or regarding counsel. Oh. He has an attorney on that. They do that occasionally, you know that? All right, now you got it right. All right. All right, Drem Wilson Lewis. Okay. Your name and date of birth.
Dream Wilson Lewis, 2/11/97.
You're on a bench warrant on a probation violation. You didn't show up for the non-witness violation hearing. You already have an attorney, and you'll be at 201 West Jefferson for non-witness violation hearing on June 11th at 8:30. You can't possess any weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. You must contact your probation officer in 72 hours. Your judge said bond amount of $250 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Angel or Angel Rodriguez. Your date of birth, please.
Angel Jimenez Rodriguez, April 21st, 1988.
You're here on a probation violation. You're on probation for a class 6 felony. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your revocation arraignment hearing will be at 201 West Jefferson on June 11th at 8:30. Your alleged violated terms 4 and 13. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours release. No alcohol, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge in probation violation court set bond for you in the amount of $250 security appearance bond. Okay, step to your left, please. Matthew Jackson.
What's your name? What's your name? Something on the side. What's your name?
Morning, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Matthew Jackson, May 3rd, 1982.
You're likewise, I have a probation violation. I appoint a lawyer for you. You're also, your revocation arraignment hearing will be June 11th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. Likewise, if you get out, contact your probation officer 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And a judge down in probation violation court said you're bonded $250 security appearance bond. If you post your bond, you don't show up, you can lose your bond, and a warrant will issue. All right, step to your left, please. Lekinson, Atkins. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
According to Atkins, 9/3/93.
Now, to see if holds, is you gonna see a judge in Phoenix tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, so sir, what happens tomorrow morning down the hall, you'll be seeing a Phoenix judge on a couple warrants at a Phoenix City Court. But here, you're here on, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. And don't lose your paperwork. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. Your status conference on June 19th at 8:30. A witness public hearing at 8:30. And sir, I'm going to release you on these charges to pretrial services. You'll get a packet from the officer. Read it carefully. He'll tell you, because you have to contact them within 72 hours and do drug testing. So make sure you're in compliance with them. Ordinarily, I'd say you'd be released in 46 hours, but since you have to see a Phoenix judge tomorrow morning, you'll be staying the night. All right? Step to your left, please. Mandy Murray. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Mandy Murray, 7/22/1980.
You've got new charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of narcotic drugs. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30. Status conference on June 19th and witness public hearing on June 23rd. Who you name your case manager? You know your case manager?
No.
Well, you know which agency it is?
Huh?
Do you know which, was it Teros?
Yeah.
You call Teros tomorrow, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you could speak to your case manager. But I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing. You got to report to them within 72 hours. Read the packet you get there and talk to your case manager about this. So they can
Okay.
maybe help you, all right?
Okay.
But show up on June 19th and June 23rd. Step to your left, please. Michael Ward. Your name and date of birth, please.
Michael Ward, 07/12/02.
Does he also have a Phoenix
Yes.
warrant also? So
Yes.
you'll be seeing a Phoenix judge tomorrow morning down the hall at 10 o'clock. All right, but here in Superior Court, you're getting an arrest warrant on a possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Likewise, sir, I'm releasing you to pretrial services, and you have to report to them within 72 hours. You'll get information from the packet, from the officer. You have to do drug testing and monitoring. So you'll be out, well, you won't be out because of the Phoenix case, but make sure you comply with pretrial services, or else a warrant will issue. Right? Step to your left, please. Catherine Carlisle. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Catherine Louise Carlisle, August 21st, 1997.
All right, you have an arrest warrant at Superior Court on possession of dangerous drugs. You'll be appointed lawyer for you. You have a status conference on June 11th at 8:30 and a witness from the hearing on June 15th at 8:30, both at 175 West Madison Street. Likewise, you have to report to pretrial services within 72 hours and with your drug testing. Make sure you read the packet from the officer so you know who to contact, but within 72 hours. He'll be out in about 4 to 6 hours. All right, step to your left, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Updates. Constance Carpenter. Your name and date of birth, please.
Constance Carpenter, 9979.
Okay, you got the following charges: 1 count of criminal damage, 1 count of disorderly conduct, 2 counts of assault, 3 counts of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of interference with judicial proceedings. I didn't find, based on the limited information, I didn't see probable cause for that one, but I did find for the others. Doesn't mean you won't be charged with it. I did appoint a lawyer for you. You're not to have any contact with alleged victims. Okay. You also have to obey the terms of orders of protection.
Okay.
That means no contact. Okay. And then you avoid any possible issues also.
Okay.
I thought long and hard about this one. And first of all, your court dates will be at 175 West Madison, the 8:30 in the morning. Status conference on June 19th. A witness from hearing on June 23rd. I decided to take a chance. I'm going to release your pretrial services. Contact them within 72 hours. Read the packets. You know what to do. So you'll be out within 4 to 6 hours. But I decided to give you a chance to get out. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Yusnago Tanya. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Yusnago Tanya, 2685.
Okay, have you enjoyed your time here in the county jail?
I'm sorry?
Have you enjoyed your time here in the county jail?
Yes.
You did?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. I misunderstood the question.
Do you speak English?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure you understood me. Did you enjoy your time here in the jail?
Oh, sure did, Judge.
You sure you did?
Of course not.
Okay, I didn't think so, but the point I'm trying to make, sir, you got a warrant on the West McDowell Justice Court, the address in your paperwork. Better off to show up there, okay, than have to spend the time here, right? So
Right.
you'll be there at the West McDowell Justice Court on June 23rd at 1:30, all right? It's better than the $750 bond. They want a $750 bond. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Make sure you show up. You'll be out in about 4 to 6 hours. All right, step to your left, please. David LaPuz. Sure, you'll be getting out in a few hours. Show up for court.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it.
David LaPuz. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
David LaPaz, 8/11/69.
You got a warrant at a White Tank Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork. Don't you want to get this behind you?
Yeah, I
It's
really
all the
did.
way back in 2007.
Yeah, I had health issues. I was in the
I
nursing.
know, I'm just saying, show up for court there, do what you gotta do, get it over with, and put it behind you, because so you don't have to spend time here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, you be there at the White Tank Justice Court on June 23rd at 9:30. Don't be late. They want a $150 bond. But anyway, don't, I don't know if you still know the alleged victim, just don't initiate contact with them, but I'll release you on your own recognizance. Be there in court instead of being here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Step to your left, please. Blake Redden.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your name and date of birth, please.
Blake Redden, 0308999.
Okay, you're charged with speeding speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour. I'm gonna release you, but you better show up for court in the Westminster Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork, June 23rd at 8:30 in the morning. And was it your wife was telling you not, that she was nervous? You don't want to make your wife nervous.
I make my wife
Okay.
nervous all the time, Your Honor.
So anyway, show up for court. I'll release you on your own recognizance. You'll be out in a few hours. Okay, step to your left, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yamir Sandoval Gutierrez. So your name and date of birth, please.
Yamir Sandoval Gutierrez, August 29, 2004.
Okay. Oh, they had it September.
They told me to tell you that they got my date of birth wrong.
Yeah, I know that. Okay. I don't think we can, Alex, we can't change it, right? Yeah, he says it's 8/29. Okay. Sir, you got a warrant out of Agua Fria Justice Court on a criminal trespass charge. The address, you know where it is, don't you? Well, the address will be in your paperwork. Be there on June 24th at 10:30, so you don't have to come back here. You know what I mean? Don't return to scene of alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged complainant or witness. And they want you a $590 bond. I'm going to release you on your recognizance. You'll be getting out later this morning. Okay. All right. Show up for court.
Okay, thank you.
James Alexander. All right, sir, your name and
Good
date of
morning,
birth.
Judge.
Good morning. Your name and date of birth, please.
James Alexander, 11172.
You're one of those people who have a warrant in the University Lakes Justice Court, driving license suspended. And you got to spend all this time here at this beautiful facility. Be smart and show up for court on June 23rd at 1:30 at University Lakes. All right?
Yeah,
And you'll
definitely.
be released on your own recognizance. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Tavius Wilson?
Where are we gonna do?
Oh, no, actually, let's,
Where are we gonna do?
before we do that, I have a question. What about the one other guy? Is he gonna be brought in or just do as a house call?
That one we're gonna put as a house call,
Yeah, what was his name again?
Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, right, okay.
Jordan Devontae. Devontae Jordan.
Oh, Cervantes met that one, we took care, I will put on the record, remember that one, the other one? I took care of it earlier, right after we got done with the house call in Alvarado. Is that what you're talking about? And it was the house calls 25, I think, and
From,
it
oh,
was,
that was the one that you did.
yeah, but I just did, we did it just here,
Okay.
and it was a house
This
call.
was the one that just recently got added before we, came into court, so.
Yeah, I took care of it, Alvarado, the 11 PM calendar guy.
But the Devontae Jordan as well, is gonna be off.
Cervantes?
Devontae? Jordan?
Just Jordan can do a house call. All right, I'll just call it right now, by the way, it's just a house call. He said he got into a fight. He's got 3 matters.
Well, check for you.
Oh, okay. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Tavius Wilson, June 23rd, 2006.
All right, sir, you are charged with criminal trafficking, child sex trafficking with a minor, 15 to 17, and sexual conduct with a minor. On the sexual conduct with a minor, based on limited information, I don't find probable cause, but ultimately the county attorney's office will decide what charges I'm appointing a lawyer for you. The court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30, June 11th for a status conference. At this point, a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for June 15th. Whether that goes or not, your lawyer will explain to you about that. No alcohol, because of your age. The state was asking for $150,000 cash bond. I'm going to set a security appearance bond, which allows you to go to the bondsman in the amount of $75,000. But if you post a bond, because you can go to a bondsman, you'll have an ankle bracelet, and you'll be a curfew. You can only leave home during hours approved by pre-jail services, and it'll be in your packet how to contact them. All right, step to your left, please.
Am I able to ask you a question?
Sure.
Could you repeat the part about the probable cause?
About the what?
Probable cause?
Oh, I based on limited information, I'm only finding probable cause for one of the charges, not both of them.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you won't be charged with more than one charge.
Yeah.
I'm saying I have limited information, so.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's what I meant, okay?
Okay.
All right,
And as far as bond goes, that goes.
$75,000, but a bond, you can go through a bondsman, number one, and number two, if you post a bond, you have to have an ankle bracelet with a curfew. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Devontae Jordan, it was house call because I was told he had a fight. Got 3 cases. One new case is possession of a weapon by a prohibited person and carrying a deadly weapon, failing to admit. I appoint a lawyer for him. His court dates will be 6/11, 6/15, 8:30. Status conference and witness preliminary hearing on 175 West Madison. If he gets out, he would have to contact his probation officer within 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs. Bond is set at $2,500. He also has a probation violation on a class 2, pursuant to Rule 7.2. He's alleged to violate term 1, pursuant to Rule 7.2C. He will be held without bond. His revocation hearing will be June 11th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. I appoint a lawyer for him, and he'd have to contact his probation officer in 72 hours. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. And finally, the other probation violation, appointing a lawyer for him also, June 11th at 8:30 for a revocation hearing alleged to violate term 1. Bond amount is $1,000. Security appearance bond. Okay, then we have Logan Richards, threatening staff. Okay, got 2 matters. One is probation violation warrant. Alleged to violate terms 3 and 5. Bond was set amount of $100. It'll be at 201 West Jefferson on June 11th at 8:30. And if he gets out, he has to contact the probation officer within 72 hours. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. All right, and then he has a new case of aggravated assault. Appoint a lawyer for him. Likewise, he'll be at June 11th for his task conference at 8:30, but that'll be at 175 West Madison. Witness preliminary hearing is June 15th. And no weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Must contact the probation officer within 72 hours of release. Bond is set amount of $15,000. Security appearance bond. Then we have 24 Jesus Larazolo, unable to function. Got two probation violations. I appoint a lawyer for them both. Probation, revocation hearing will be June 11th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. If he gets out, he must contact his probation officer within 72 hours of release. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. In regard to 2025 14003, bond is set amount of $250. In regard to 2024 14855, bond is set amount $150. Then we have Arturo Cadena, who's not following orders. Charge of criminal damage. I do have a victim statement in regard to this. charged with criminal damage, classified felony. Want a lawyer for him. Court dates will be 6/11, 6/15, and 175 West Madison, 8:30 in the morning. He has to not return to the scene of the crime, no contact with the alleged victim. Gets out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours, release, no alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. It's a new charge. He also has a probation violation. Want a lawyer for him on that. Court date, that'll be 201 West Jefferson, 6/11 at 8:30. And bond is set in the amount of $100. Okay.
I love that. All right.
All right, please be seated. I didn't know you came in, but.
I came straight in.
Oh, I explained that, kind of, who's coming?
So we're shutting that stuff.
It's been a very long night.
And we do have the comments.
I shall be appearing virtually then.
Yes.
Oh, what am I doing here? Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is the 5 o'clock calendar. It's June 5th, 2026. I'll tell you that the court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were first given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. But I'm only going to say out loud some of your release conditions. The rest will be in your paperwork. You'll be responsible for reading them and understanding them. At a minimum, it'll say no drugs without a valid prescription and don't drive without a valid driver's license. If I do set for you a security appearance bond, you can go to a bonding company. It's my understanding they collect calls. There are names and numbers of bonding companies on some of the walls in the jail. If you can't find them or you need assistance, just ask for help from one of the officers. Okay. Since this is being streamed, I do read the victim's rights advisement. If a person is a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, they're advised they have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on a release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, to receive restitution from a person who's been convicted of causing their loss. If they have already not been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the prosecutor's office. Actually, it's courtesy. We'll do Ruben Alvarado. Yes. Thank you, Judge.
Stand right here, sir.
Okay. So your name and your date of birth, please.
Ruben Alvarado, 10-0507.
Okay, let's skip appearances on the record first. County attorneys, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Okay, thank you.
And Kellen Marlowe on behalf of my client, Mr. Alvarado. This is a limited notice of appearance,
Right.
Judge.
This is the first of all, I know it's a limited appearance. I'm going to say that, but I don't think it allows me to also say appoint an attorney on the same sheet. So
I think, well, we'll leave it to the court.
I know I'm you know what? I'm going to see if I can.
Just an appointment if this.
I know it does say limited on that,
Right.
so that's not. But I do have another question in regard to that. I'm just curious. I'm just trying see if I can do both. It does. Okay. Appoint an attorney if you don't represent him. Now my question is, because he is both a new case and a probation. Are you doing a limited appearance for both?
Yes, Judge, please,
Okay, so,
just for the initial appearance on the
yeah,
probation
that's, I
revocation.
just want to make sure in regard to that, so let me. All right. I thought I couldn't do it, but I guess I can. Never tried actually before. Okay. Let's start with, you're on probation, looks like you're on probation pending for armed robbery, a class 2 felony. And, it's been teletyped, so it's alleging you violated, Counsel, can you hear me? By the way, by now my voice is starting to go, so can you hear me? Okay?
Yes, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Stetson? Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I know you can hear me because you're here, but I just want to make sure. You're alleged to have violated term number 1. And before I go into the bonds for all these things, this will apply to both matters. If you are able to get out, you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You cannot possess or consume any alcohol, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Now, in regards to the probation violation, and Mr. Marlowe is going to explain this to you, because I think they're both in the same time. The probation revocation arraignment hearing is at 201 West Jefferson on June 11th at 8:30. Okay. In regard to the new charges, it's possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a class 4 felony, and hit and run, damage to a attended vehicle, a class 1 misdemeanor. And likewise, that's a 175 West Madison on June 11th at 8:30. You know, for status conference, and at this point, a witness preliminary hearing is June 15th at 8:30. Counsel, so to save my voice, could you explain to him what he has to do? Let's say if you're not representing him at the first court date, so it's not, you know, worst case scenario, issue a warrant of 1 because you can only be brought to one place. Okay,
I'll make sure he's advised after this.
I'll leave that up to you.
Thank you.
And sir, in the release conditions I mentioned before about contacting the probation officer, et cetera, no alcohol, no weapons, et cetera, will still apply. I don't want to lose my train of thought. I'll be right with you. Oh yeah, so it's June 15th for a witness preliminary hearing, but you'll explain to him there's a possibility they may not go. And sir, I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both. Now, Mr. Marlowe is appearing here on what's called a limited notice of appearance, which means he's here for you today, but unless he or his firm files a notice, they're only here for tonight, well, this morning, not in the future. You understand that? Say yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now for the purpose of this hearing, I'll be talking to you, but I'm only going to be hearing from Mr. Marlowe because he's your spokesperson tonight or this morning. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
I've been doing this too long, and there've been too many times where I recommend to people not to talk about the facts of the case today because everything's being recorded. And if you say something, it could be used against you later on by the state. And I've been involved too many times, especially when I had a trial calendar where people would say stuff and they thought it was being very helpful, and the lawyers would grimace. Let's put it that way. All right. Now, I know the state filed a recommendation in regard to the new charge, not the probation violation. Ms. Stetson, do you want to address both or just one?
The state was only planning on addressing the newest allegations, Your Honor.
Okay. It's your, go ahead.
Oh, do you want me to put on the record the state's recommendation?
Yeah.
I wasn't
Well,
sure
you were
if there
there.
were.
This is your chance, so. Go
Okay,
ahead.
if counsel was going to address probable cause or anything, but.
Oh, I'm sorry, you are?
I will address probable cause, Judge, but we can fold it into the release argument as
In
well.
that case, let me just hear your discussion.
Probable cause argument, yes, Judge. Judge, just starting with the second count in this case, leaving the scene of an accident. And I think this kind of folds in with the misconduct involving weapons too, but it imposes certain obligations on the driver when they're involved in an accident. Those obligations are to the driver and driver alone. Judge, I would note the state has some indication or circumstantial evidence placing Mr. Alvarado at the scene, but there's no indication that he may have been driving the vehicle during the accident or after, or I guess during the accident or leaving the scene thereafter. Again, those obligations are required of the driver. Two individuals actually got out of this vehicle. I think the state might have a difficult time proving that, frankly, it was Mr. Alvarado that maybe even on scene, but much less that he was the driver of the vehicle when two people got out. Folding that in with the misconduct involving weapons count, Judge.
Hold on, actually, I just wanted to look at that issue, by the way.
That's fine,
Again.
Judge.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Judge, buttressing that last argument, there's just no eyewitness identification that I've seen in the probable cause statement. I know the probable cause statement is very difficult to read. It's that block format for 2.5 pages. I know I had a difficult time getting through it this morning. As it relates to the misconduct involving weapons charge, similar argument. There are two individuals that got out of this vehicle, circumstantial evidence tending to tie my client to this vehicle. However, I mean, we're talking about a handgun that there was no description of exactly where this handgun was found in the vehicle.
Oh, there was. I thought I'd seen that. Let's put it that way. Black one.
And regardless of where that,
It's lying in the driver's side footwell.
right, and regardless of where that handgun is found, Judge, again, two individuals in a vehicle. This other individual, if it is in fact Mr. Alvarado, which frankly the police in this case did not have an eyewitness identification of Mr. Alvarado on scene, tying him to that gun or otherwise being merely present, I think there's a good argument there. So we're arguing that the state lacks probable cause to proceed on both of these charges at this point. The court is inclined to find probable cause, Judge. I think the court needs to consider those arguments as it relates to setting a bond in this matter on both the probation revocation as well as these new charges.
Okay. Of course, obviously, we're not set for trial today, just, for the record.
Understood, Judge, yes.
And obviously, the state may want to get some additional evidence in the future in regard to that, but right now, we're a much lower standard, of course. But, Ms. Stetson, how would you like to address, you want to do
Yes,
one
Your
one
Honor.
charge at a time? It's up to you.
Just very quickly, Your Honor, the very end of the probable cause statement, there was video at the intersection that the collision allegedly occurred at. It is correct that the probable cause statement does say that there were two individuals in the vehicle. However, the probable
Where
cause
are you talking
statement,
about? Where in the, you talk about the video so I can look
it's
at
at
it
the
right
very
now?
end, it's on the very last page towards the end of that.
Okay.
That last
Phoenix-
half page, Judge. Yeah,
Phoenix police camera,
that's correct.
that you're talking about, okay. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. And to continue on, the first individual that exits the vehicle is believed to be the suspect. The suspects allegedly exit the driver's side vehicle. The second individual exits the driver's side vehicle, and that is the individual that law enforcement made contact with. We're talking about two adult males, Your Honor. It seems unlikely that if the suspect wasn't driving, he would not have been the first person to exit the driver's side vehicle. So for those reasons, Your Honor, the state does believe that the suspect was driving. Additionally, the state believes, based on the allegations, that the suspect's wallet with his identification was located in the driver's compartment area, Your Honor. And the vehicle, the state believes, was registered to the suspect's father or his stepfather. So taking the totality of the circumstances, the state does believe that there is enough evidence for probable cause to establish that the suspect was driving. In addition to the gun, Your Honor, the gun was located in the vehicle. Based on that, the state does believe that the suspect would have constructive possession of the firearm in the vehicle, because based on the fact that it would have been in reaching distance to the suspect. So the state does believe that probable cause does exist. Thank you.
Anything in rebuttal?
Judge, I would just like to note, I did see mention of the video in the probable cause statement. That video, or at least as it's described in the probable cause statement, does not indicate or identify my clients getting out of the
It does or
vehicle
does
first.
not?
It does not, Judge.
I know, I didn't think so, okay.
Right. So, and again, there's no six-pack identification or further identification that's conducted by police identifying my client getting out. And in that way, Judge, I think the state has has some difficulty getting even a probable cause in this case. So we'll leave it there, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, I will say this. If this were beyond a reasonable doubt issue, there are quite a few holes. Obviously, the state's going to be addressing that in the future. Not that it's for them to decide. But the court does find enough for probable cause. Very circumstantial, but counsel knows, and jury instructions, it has equal weight. For circumstantial evidence as direct evidence. And then it's up to the jury to decide which to give what weight to which. So I'll put it that way. I do find probable cause in regard to it. All right. So, especially now we want to address the bond issue. And since you only want to deal with a new case, since you're only dealing with a new case, we'll just leave it at that. But counsel, you're welcome to discuss both. Thank you, Judge. Go ahead.
Thank you. Oh, do you want me to go, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, the state is asking for bond to be set in the amount of $15,000. This is based on the fact that this allegedly occurred back in April, Your Honor. The suspect has been out since then. He made no attempt to turn himself in. The only reason he was taken into custody is because he was taken into custody at his probation office yesterday, Your Honor. The suspect is currently on probation for armed robbery, which is a violent crime. He is now allegedly in possession of a firearm, which obviously causes the state concern, given the fact that he is on probation for armed robbery. The state does not know which type of weapon was used in his conviction. However, again, that is a violent crime. So for those reasons, Your Honor, the fact that he fled the scene, which gives the state concern that he will not show up for future hearings, the fact that this occurred in April, he made no attempts to resolve this beforehand, the fact that he is on probation for a violent offense, and the fact that he's alleged to be in possession of a firearm gives the state concern for the safety of the community, as well as the likelihood that the suspect will show up for future hearings. So the state is asking for that bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Stetson, let me ask you a question, because in terms of an argument you made, is the state's position that just for the sake of argument, not, let's just say for sake of argument that this gentleman was the passenger and not the driver, the state's position that he'd be required to stick around and give information?
If he were the passenger, the state does not believe that he would be required to stick around. But, Your Honor, the state has not reviewed that statute in quite some time, so.
All right, sure, I understand it, because your argument is that he didn't stick around, and it was in April, and only because he was arrested yesterday, I think you said. Well, I don't know, I guess it is technically yesterday.
Yes, but
But the point is, if he's going on this, he goes on the assumption that he isn't the driver, what obligation would he have? That's my thought in regard to it. But there certainly we have there, as I indicate, I made a finding of probable cause. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue on.
that's okay, Your Honor. It is the state's belief that the suspect was the driver at the time of the collision, and therefore he would be required to stick around, based on the evidence that the state was presented in the Form 4. The state believes that he is required to, based on the fact that the state believes that he was the driver. He actively fled a collision. Further, he was alleged to have failed to stop, and he collided with a patrol vehicle, and which then also may have collided with a second vehicle, Your Honor. So
The
based on the
Prius,
totality of the circumstances, the state believes the bond is appropriate. Thank you.
Okay. Judge, yeah, go ahead.
We're asking that my client be released on his own promise to appear, or at most at 2 pretrial services.
Well, it wouldn't be he's just on probation. The only possibility wouldn't be the pretrial services, only it'd be under the supervision of his probation officer. Just technically. But go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. That pretrial services supervision, Judge, I would note as it relates to the probation violation or my client's activity on probation since the time of the allegations in this case to the time he was actually arrested, no indication that he hasn't been contacting his probation officer or otherwise complying with the terms, the uniform terms of and conditions of his probation. In addition to that, Judge, we pointed out the holes that we in the state's argument or otherwise the police investigation in this case. We believe those we're asking that the court consider those as it relates to bond in this case. My client does live locally, Judge, here on 75th Avenue near on Lower Buckeye. He's working right now. He's for a tow truck company. I believe that's within the family. He's got a girlfriend. He's only 18 years old, Judge. We would note he's on probation. No indications that he's not complying with probation dictates and supervision at this point. Pretrial services is sufficient to ensure that he comes back to court and throughout the disposition of this matter. Thank you.
Okay. I don't have any APETS notes in terms of how he is doing on probation. Sometimes we have them. Let me address the issues here in regard to it. I'm not going to release him under the supervision of his probation officer. Counsel, I recognize your arguments you've made in regard to it, and obviously it is probable cause. And I'll tell you, but for the fact there's some big significant issues where the state has a burden, has the person who was the driver and where the person had the gun, that remains to be seen, but not the subject of discussion here, except the fact it plays a determination in deciding what the bond would be. I will tell you this, if there was clear cut that he had the gun, it was him with the gun, he was the driver, on the probation violation, he probably would be held non-bondable. Okay, I just want to make that clear. That's the only reason why I'm not holding him non-bondable on that, pursuant to Rule 7.2C. And also have to take that consideration in regard to the new case. Okay. Obviously, he's going to have to post bond if he wants to get out and also, of course, contact his probation officer. So let's just deal with the probation first. Court date, I already told us June 11th. I have to edit this. I typed it wrong, actually. In regards to the probation violation, as I said, I very easily could have made it no bond, and I do accept Mr. Marlowe's arguments. Bond on that one, it'll be $2,500 security appearance bond. As I said, very easily could have been no bond. In regards to the other one, possession of weapon by possessor and the hit and run, the class 4 and felony and class 1 misdemeanor. I understand the court's state's position also. However, I have to look at the facts in regard to it. That's one of the determinants. I'm going to set bond in the security appearance bond amount of $5,000. So the total bond will be $7,500 security appearance bond. So be warned, you're under the gun in regard to what's going on if you're convicted, especially with an armed robbery thing, you know where you're going. So we'll leave it at that. All right. Thank you, Judge. We are in recess on this matter. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Stetson, on an unrelated matter. Okay. Ms. Stetson?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm still there. Okay, I'm sorry. Would you be able to hang around for a case at the end of the calendar? So I want to, because it came up on the 2:00 calendar and it's also on this calendar. I just want to get the state's input on something. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll stick around.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And I'll explain to you later when we get to that. Okay, and thank you. Let's then move up to Christian Lopez. I did. On which one? 7 or 14? Well, 7 I didn't change. All right. Counsel, by the way, I just point out one thing. Originally, I had the probation violation being 15,000. So
I understand, Judge. Thank you so much.
Okay, now you got it for both 5,000 and 2,500.
Okay, very good.
All right. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
What happened?
Someone's coughing. I couldn't hear you.
Christian Lopez, 9/10/2003.
Okay, so you have two matters here. Number one, you've got a probation violation and also a new case. Okay, let's start with the probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 6 felony, and you're alleged. Actually, I'm sorry, my mistake on that. 17 on probation for Class 6 felony, unlawful means of transportation. You're alleged to violate term number 1, and I'm appointing a lawyer on both. Okay, and these following conditions apply to both. You get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. In regard to the probation violation, your court dates will be at 201 West Jefferson on June 11th at 8:30 for a revocation arraignment hearing. And said you're alleged to have violated term 1. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500 on the probation violation. Now, that's at 201 West Jefferson. At the same time, you got the new charge, armed robbery. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on that. That'll be at the same time for a status conference, June 11th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison, which is across the street from the other courthouse. And a witness from the hearing is scheduled on June 15th at 8:30. Excuse me. I already told you what the release conditions, but in this one, bond will be set in the amount of security appearance bond of $25,000. All right, step to your left, please. Roman Rodriguez. And sir, your name and date of birth, please. Your name and date of birth.
Roman Rodriguez, 1/12/70.
1/12/70?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Sir, you're here on charge of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. I do appointing a lawyer for you.
Oh my God.
Hold on a second. Your court dates will be 175 West Madison Street, 8:30 in the morning. The status conference on June 11th. Witness preliminary hearing on June 15th. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. No weapons. And bond to be set in a security appearance bond of $25,000.
Oh my God.
Step to your left, please.
Wait. Sir. Huh? I don't get out. Don't get out. One.
Jorge Enriquez Escoto. No, I just said a $25,000 bond. Okay, so your name and date of birth, please. Your name and date of birth.
Jorge Ernesto Enriquez Escoto, July 3rd, 1984.
Are you in charge of criminal trespass in the first degree, Class 6 felony? We do have a victim statement in regard to and the impact it had on it.
Judge.
Okay.
So, whatever.
Okay. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison for a status conference on June 11th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on June 15th at 8:30. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You can't have any contact with alleged victims. I know the victim was actually asking that you stay out of the whole entire area in regard to it. Bond set in the amount of security appearance bond of $7,500. Step to your left, please. Step to your left, $7,500. I keep hearing his voice, that's why. Okay, thanks very much. Lauren Tapaha? Could you email the prosecutor, let her know, the one I want to look at is number one, probable cause and number one charge.
No, I'm sorry, you can think probably.
Just, I want to look at it for probable cause for one of the charges. Okay, because we had seen the issue before. Okay. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Larry Tabal, 12/27/88.
All right, sir, you're here in two matters. One is a probation matter. And you're on probation for aggravated DUI. You're alleged to have violated term one, not being a law-abiding citizen. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both. Now, for the probation violation, you'll be at 201 West Jefferson for a probation revocation arraignment hearing on June 11th at 8:30. And this now, the following apply to both. You get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't consume any alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. And bond is set in the amount of $2,000 secured appearance bond. The new case, you have the charge of aggravated assault, class 4 felony, and aggravated domestic violence, class 5 felony. I appoint a lawyer for you. And now this problem, you'll be at the other courthouse at 175 West Madison at the same time for a status conference on June 11th at 8:30. And then witness preliminary hearing set for 6:15 at 8:30. So wherever court you go to first, make sure you tell your lawyer about the other case, so you don't forget about it, okay? And so there's not a possible warrant for the other one. I told you about the release conditions, but bond on this one is set in the amount of $15,000 secured appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Karina Camberos. Okay. Right now. Your name and date of birth.
Numbers,
Which date of birth?
4/28/92.
4/28/92?
Yeah,
All right.
7/7.
Okay, you're here on a probation violation. You're on probation for a class 4 felony. Appoint a lawyer for you. You'll be at 201 West Jefferson for your revocation arraignment hearing on June 11th at 8:30. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 5, and 15. Get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. No weapons, no alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. You're a judge down in probation violation court. Set bond the amount of $400 secured appearance bond. If you post your bond, make sure you show up, or else you can lose your bond and a warrant will issue. All right, step to your left. Amber Edwards. All right, your name and date of birth.
Amber Edwards, 12785.
All right, you're hearing two matters. One is a probation violation. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both, but bear in mind initially they'll be in different courthouses. So you'll talk to your lawyer about that wherever they bring you first, okay?
Mhm.
Now, still with the probation violation, you're alleged to violate term one, your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be June 11th at 80:30 at 201 West Jefferson. Now, the following things apply to both. You get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours of release. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. All right? And bond is set in the amount of $150 secured appearance bond. Now, in the new case, you're charged with possessing narcotic drugs, possessing drug paraphernalia, appointing a lawyer for you, because you're being held on the other probation violation. I said bond the amount of $150, so your total bond $300, secured appearance bond. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference June 11th, 8:30, and a witness public hearing on June 15th. I've already told you the other release conditions. So step to your left, please. Federico Espinosa. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, your name and date of birth, please.
Federico Espinosa Ornelas, 12/07/1995.
When did you get out of DOC?
Well, I put in the request to come take care of
Yeah, I
the,
know that, but when you
when do I get
when
released?
you kill you?
It would be right now without the programs that I can't take because of the detainers.
Okay.
It would be April of 28.
28. Okay. The reason being, you have a warrant at El Centro Justice Court. You'll be transported there.
To where? I'm sorry.
El Centro Justice Court. Start over again. El Centro Justice Court. You have a warrant out of that court for DUI and DUI drugs metabolite, both class 1 misdemeanors,
Yes.
alleged to be committed on June 19th, 2024.
Yes, Your Honor.
I did appoint a lawyer for you. No alcohol. You can't consume any alcohol. No drugs without a valid prescription. But because you had a DOC hold, I set a bond of $100. That way you get credit for both. Otherwise, I wouldn't have set a bond. I would have released you.
Okay.
But this way, we'll transport you, and this way you get closer to killing your number.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate Your Honor. Thank you.
Wyatt Desmond.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your name and date of birth, please.
Wyatt Deswood, 05/13/96.
Okay, sir, you got two charges out of the Goodyear City Court. One's a warrant and one's a new case. In regard to the warrant, and by the way, address will be in your paperwork. Refusing to give you a true name, a class 2 misdemeanor. A lawyer will be appointed for your next court date, which will be on June 10th at 8:30. And I said, because I set a bond on a new matter, so bond was set an amount of $50 on that one. In a new case, you also have a warrant at a Flagstaff. I don't think they're going to pick you up on that. You're charged with assault here in Goodyear, assault and disorderly conduct. A lawyer will be appointed for you in the next court date, and you'll be 6:10 at 8:30 Goodyear. And you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, cannot initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're allowed one civil standby. You can go back to the scene of the alleged crime with a police officer to pick up your essential belongings. All right, and bond on this is set in an amount of $250. All right, so your total bond is $300. All right, step to your left.
Thank you.
But remember, you can't go back except with a police officer at this time. Mark Powers. So your name and date of birth, please.
Mark Anthony Powers, January 13, 1996.
Okay, you've got the following charges: endangerment, class 1 misdemeanor, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, possession of prescription only drugs, and possession of dangerous drugs. In regard to the two drug charges, possession in dangerous drugs and prescription only, based on limited information, I don't have probable cause because there weren't any drug tests done yet. So it doesn't mean because I find no probable cause, doesn't mean you won't be charged with it.
Yeah.
So that's up to the county attorney's office.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Make sure you show up for court.
Yeah.
All right. And your court dates will be at 175 West Master Street at 8:30. Status conference on June 19th and a witness preliminary hearing on June 23rd. Okay. Obviously, you'll be getting out in about 4 to 6 hours. I'm releasing you to pretrial services. You got to report to them within 72 hours.
Sorry, excuse me, I didn't hear you. She said,
You'll be released to pretrial services, but it takes about 4 to 6 hours for processing.
okay,
Okay, you'll get a packet from one of the officers detailing about how to contact pretrial services.
okay,
But you are going to be drug tested, okay?
okay,
But you'll be getting out, so make sure you comply with that so you don't have to come back here.
okay.
All right,
Thank you.
step to your left. Albert Frazier? All right. So your name and date of birth, please.
Albert Fraser, 52995.
You're on probation, right? I'm just going strictly in memory. Are you in probation violation proceedings now? No? Okay. That's a no. He's shaking your head. Okay. First of all, you've got an arrest warrant out of Superior Court for resisting arrest. That's where you're on probation. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Mass Street, status conference on June 19th, and witness preliminary hearing set for June 23rd, both at 8:30 in the morning. When you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Obviously, no alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Instead of setting a bond, I'm having you be supervised by your probation officer. Okay, that's why it's very, very important to be on his or her good side and keep in contact. Okay. So make sure don't lose your paperwork so you don't forget the court date and keep in contact with your probation officer. Okay. Very good. It'll be about 4 to 6 hours before you get out. Tiana Smith. Tiana, your name and date of birth, please.
Tiana Smith, January 15, 05.
All right. You got a new case, actually, a warrant and then also a new case, both out of Goodyear City Court. The address will be in your paperwork. Why don't we just do the warrant? Minor possession of alcohol. Be smart and show up for court, okay? I'll release you on your own recognizance. Your court date will be June 24th at 1 o'clock in Goodyear. All right, just be smart about that. And then you have the new case of disorderly conduct and assault. It's domestic violence. A lawyer will be appointed for you at the next court date. Let me see, actually. So I want to make sure you can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Could you hear me anyway?
Yeah, yeah.
Even with the
Yeah,
sneezing?
here.
Okay, someone's sneezing.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Actually, I have to, I'm not appointing a lawyer for you at this time. So I'm going to change that. If I was setting bond for you, I'd be saying you'd being a lawyer. But since I'm releasing you, there's no such requirement. You can always get one, or you can always ask the court for one. All right. I'm releasing you on recognizance, same court date, 6/24. Now, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're allowed one civil standby. You can go there with a police officer. to collect your essential belongings, okay?
Okay, I have a question on that. If I'm the one that's on the lease,
Well,
how?
that's
does
something
that
you'll discuss there,
work? Okay, okay,
but right now, with the limited information,
okay,
I'd rather have you released,
yeah.
okay?
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. You can step to your left
Okay,
now.
thank you.
Alexander Flores? All right. We see you again.
Yeah.
What happened was apparently they added another charge and wasn't part of the packet I had in front of me.
Okay.
So that's all. All right. Once again, your name and date of birth, please.
Alexander Joseph Cruz Flores, 42681.
This is in Buckeye City Court. That's what you had the other ones, right?
Yes.
And this is consuming alcohol in public, a class 2 misdemeanor. June 23rd, your other court dates?
This is for Buckeye?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, maybe one of the officers has better eyes than you have.
Yeah, June 23rd at 2 p.m.
Right, it'll be the same thing, okay? And you'll be released on your own recognizance. So once again, just delays the processing time, but you'll be out, okay?
So another 4 to 6 hours.
That's what I've been told.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. Carlito Singleton. All right, sir. We didn't discriminate against you. We just do future of justice cases at the end. They take longer.
Okay.
Okay. So I would like to tell this to people. Some people, figure that out. Okay.
Okay.
We're pretty much the last case. Now, so give me your full name and date of birth.
Carlito Singleton, May 29th, 1994.
Okay. You have two charges here. One is a new case here, and that's important, for the future of case. In 2026, 121486. Let me click on that one first and do that. That's a new case at Superior Court for 2 counts of theft. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. Your status conference will be June 11th and at 8:30. A witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled for June 15th at 8:30. Not to initiate contact with any alleged complainant or witness. And because of the future of justice things, I said bond amount of $3,500. Okay. And I'll explain why if you have any questions in regard to that in a second. But I did appoint a lawyer for you. Now, on the future of justice case, a warrant for your arrest was issued by the state of Illinois. All right. They want you back on the warrant. Now, did you get, before court, were you given like a laminated card?
Yes, I understand it.
Oh, you did that? My next question. Okay. As I said, you have a warrant from the state of Illinois. You have a choice to make at this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting state within 30 days with a little kick. I'll talk about that in a second. Or you can demand an extradition hearing and a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you're sent back to the state of Illinois. Now, if you decide to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you'd be held without bond in Maricopa County Jail for a period up to 30 days to allow time for Illinois to come for you. Now, that 30 days ordinarily would start tomorrow unless you had any local charges anywhere in Arizona. That's why I mentioned about the other case, and that's why I said bond like I did. So if you have local criminal charges against you anywhere in Arizona, that wouldn't start. The 30-day period wouldn't start until those other local charges are taken care of. If you decide to have an extradition hearing, I'll set your first hearing on June 15th at 1:30 at 201 West Jefferson. And now for the fugitive justice case, I cannot appoint a lawyer to represent you because extradition matters are civil in nature. But you would have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense if you decide to do so. You'd be entitled to bail in this case, which would be $100,000 cash. And now Chicago wanted no bond for you.
I don't even know what I did in Chicago.
I know, I'm just telling you, it's, but it's not a probation violation or a violation of parole, so I can't do that. So I am setting bond for that. Okay, I just want to let you know, they want, on their warrant, said no bond. But
I haven't even been charged with a crime in Chicago.
okay, that's, I know nothing about it.
Oh, okay, that's what I was
I
getting
know you
confused.
sort of
I don't even know what this
venting
is
that
for. I
thing.
don't live in Chicago, so.
Okay, now, governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states is required to extradite you to Illinois. That could take up to 90 days. Now, you said you understood things, so do you know at this point what you'd like to do? If not, we'll just set it for June 15th in that other court.
So my bond would be 100,000 to leave?
Cash, yeah. If you wanted to have an extradition hearing, otherwise you'll be held non-bondable for up to 30 days once your other case is resolved.
I don't understand this, man. I really
Okay,
don't need
this
you
is what I'll do. I'm gonna,
if I sign it, then I can go there, come get me early.
yeah, but once your other case, the theft case is resolved, that's when the 30-day period would start, once that's resolved. You know what, sir, I would change it. I'm not gonna make it a cash bond. I would make it a security appearance bond.
What's that?
You can go to a bonding company then.
Okay.
Because once again, I'm saying I cannot set no bond. I have to set a bond. You know, I can't just have you just be non-bondable. Okay.
So if I make that bond, I can go home.
Well,
I'm just.
No. I'm hesitating for a second because I'm not sure where home is, whether it's here or Illinois.
No, this is home.
I know
home.
you've been here for a while and you've been working with that company. All right. Now, if you do post your bond, you have to appear for your court dates here and in Illinois, in Cook County.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay, and so to post your bond, you got to make your way there.
Yeah,
you can't ignore that. You know?
Yes, sir. I got kids. I have family. I got too much. I that's counting on me right now. My son is on his way to the emergency room right now to have surgery. So
okay. Well, hopefully they'll work out for him. So what I'm going to do then is just got to ask you a bunch of questions. I understand you do not want to sign the paperwork at this time, so your bond is set in the amount of $100,000 secured appearance bond. All right.
So I don't get none of this secure stuff.
Okay, just remember. Okay, I'll try one more time because I want to make sure you do understand it.
No, I'm saying like the secure bond. Do I have to go through like a bond?
Yes.
Okay. So
as opposed to cash.
Okay. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. If a bondsman, you don't have to put up all in cash. It may be property, but that's between you and the bonding company. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So your bond is set in the amount of $100,000 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
Okay? Because I changed it from cash in regard to that. You'll have a hearing in extradition court on June 15th at 1:30 p.m. where the judge will go through these options again. If you post your bond, make sure you attend to all court dates or a warrant will issue for your arrest and you could lose your bond. Okay? You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, let me just sign this up.
So the secure, like, is it 10%?
Yeah.
So if it's 100,000, I have to give them 10,000?
I get asked that question all the time. I have a pretty good idea, but what if I'm wrong? It's a different bonding company, and I can't give advice. So I'm just real careful about that. Okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you. The officers will take you. Now, could you have the prosecutor get on the line? Oh, she's still, okay, okay. We have that one other matter we're gonna do now.
You want to recommend?
Yeah, and take that other gentleman out, yeah.
I'm just.
Is that the only other one we have left, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You're just gonna grab this book.
Sure, no problem. You guys have been great this whole night, so I'm not gonna, I don't have any complaints.
Thanks.
I actually have someone who just came in, so I don't have to rush to do warrants now.
Your Honor, what about the theft control property?
Which one?
The court case 2026-1214-8600.
And Mr. Singleton? I mentioned that one. I told him it was $3,600 bond. Yeah. I did that first before I did the FOJ. You don't have the paperwork for it? Shall we'll give it to you.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Chris Roberts, 08/03/1988.
Okay, the prosecutor is appearing on this case virtually. Could you just announce the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Okay. Ms. Stetson, there's an issue that came up for probable cause, and it was also on my last calendar, and I just wanted to get your input on that. I don't know if you got the message. That's what I'd like to talk about. All right, sir, you are charged with child sex trafficking with a minor, with, being under 15 years of age, and then also sexual conduct with a minor. Okay, I am appointing a lawyer for you. I just want to talk to the counsel at the same time. It was the same thing. It is basically a sting using a police officer posing as a 14-year-old. Okay, and it's charged with sexual conduct with a minor. And I'm trying to figure out, and I found no probable cause in regard to that charge at 2 o'clock, and I'm trying to figure out why that's being charged. Am I missing something? I don't have any issue about probable cause for the other charge, but the sexual conduct with a minor.
Your Honor, if you would give the state 1 second, I want to take a look at the sexual conduct with a minor statute before.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
And and while you're doing that, I'm gonna just go over some basics over this gentleman here, okay? I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. You have a status conference set for June 11th at 8:30. And tentatively, you have a witness preliminary hearing on June 15th at 8:30. Your lawyer will explain to you if that doesn't go on that day. Okay, so, I will also tell you this because by statute, before I even decide what the bond is, that if you do post your bond, you're going to have an ankle bracelet and a curfew. And you'd only be able to leave your home during hours approved by pretrial services. And the officer will give you information about that from pretrial services and what's involved. Okay. But I do find probable cause in regard to the sex trafficking type of thing with a minor charge. Just whenever you're ready, just let me know.
One more minute, Your Honor. I'm
Okay,
quickly
okay.
reading.
Sure. As I said, I made a ruling on the past one, but it was puzzling to me, and I thought maybe I'm missing something, and so I want to get state's input on this.
And based on the state's reading of the statute, I don't think that there's probable cause. And
Exactly.
ultimately, even if Your Honor doesn't find probable cause and the state receives additional information later on, the charge can be.
Right, but I'm saying that's the same thing, and you agree with me. In regard to the sexual conduct with a minor, I do not find probable cause based on limited information. Okay? Okay, sir, you understand that?
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, yeah, I'm just processing everything and just.
sure. But I'm saying I felt a certain way, and it wasn't just your case, it was another one, it was charged the same way. And I just was curious about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but it doesn't mean you won't, like Ms. Stetson, the prosecutor has indicated, doesn't mean you won't be charged with something else in regard to it. But at this point, I'm only finding probable cause with that one charge. Okay. Ms. Stetson, did you want to say anything else in regard to the case? I know I asked you to be here just for that one issue, but you're welcome to participate at all if you want.
And Your Honor, the state's already here, so I might as well represent the state to my best ability. So,
Sure.
the state can make a recommendation whenever Your Honor's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. And state apologize. The state doesn't know what Your Honor set for the bond in the earlier case, but the state is asking for a bond of $150,000 cash only based on the allegations, Your Honor. As Your Honor stated, this was an undercover operation by law enforcement. However, when the suspect allegedly engaged in conversation with the undercover officer, the suspect was not aware that this was an undercover operation, and he believed that he was engaging in contact with a minor child for the purposes of purchasing sexual intercourse for a specified amount of money, Your Honor. So based on that, the state has concerns for the safety of the community as well as minors of the community. So that is the reason why the state is asking for such a high bond. Additionally, Your Honor, this is if the suspect is found guilty of this, he is looking at mandatory prison time. So for those reasons, the state does believe that a high bond is appropriate. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I would tell you, I think I made the same bond as on the other case. I did not make it a cash bond because of the and it's mandatory on these type of charges to have the electronic monitoring. I think, that's enough of a hold in regards to that. Also looking at the fact, if I'm pretty sure when I say this, that he doesn't have any previous history.
Yeah, it's my
In
first
regards to
offense
that,
and,
So, I mean, I take that into consideration. And
Yeah,
obviously, if this wasn't a sting, the bond would be considerably higher, though it doesn't change the certain ramifications and so
yeah,
in regard to that. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm setting a security appearance bond in the amount of $100,000. You can go to a bonding company, but Stetson, if you can try to find out why, I think it's Scottsdale who's submitting on that sexual conduct with a minor on these things. Makes no sense to me.
Looked, Your Honor, and it looks like it's surprise. I will reach out
Oh.
to the
Oh,
on-call sex crimes DCA and see if I can get an answer. I don't know if Your Honor's working at all for the remainder of the week, but I will definitely look into this.
Yeah, I know it's that's an important enough issue. It's being done at least on more than one occasion. So I thought you might be interested in that. But thank you very much. You have a good morning. I guess we're at that point. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
You too, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, is this just a hearing or do I have to follow up in a couple of days?
No. Didn't I thought I told you the
I
question.
think I kind of missed it, honestly. I was
Yeah,
just
sure.
trying to process everything.
Status conference is June 11th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing tentatively scheduled for June 15th. Okay, but your lawyer is the person, your lawyer who I appointed will be the person to explain things to you, because I cannot give you any advice, etc.
Yeah, and do I have a chance to defend myself or is that what the lawyer's for in the,
That's what the lawyer is for.
okay.
Remember?
Yeah, I was
Ben
gonna say,
Franklin,
I'm-
Franklin once said, anyone who represents himself has a fool for a client.
Yeah, you're good.
So think of it that way. All right,
Awesome, thank you.
very good. We are in recess.
Have a seat, Chair. One of the chairs.
Oh, out there?
Yeah.
And Your Honor, can the state be excused?
Oh, yes, please. I thank you very much. And actually, you
Thank
won't
you,
be
Your
report, you won't, in terms of that one issue, I won't be here next week, so, it's just something for you, when you're in court, if that comes up, it's something you might want to look at.
Okay,
Okay?
will
Thanks so
do.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's okay, we'll start with that. Thank you, everyone. Please make yourselves comfortable. Good morning, this is the 8 a.m. calendar. On the first day of the month, orders are read onto the record that affect all of you regarding DNA and fingerprinting. Excuse me, just a moment, I'll call you up to the podium one at a time. Always follow the officer's instructions. When you get to the podium, I need your name. I'll tell you the charges you're here on. I'll appoint most of you an attorney. I'll set your next hearing date and give you your general release conditions. All of you will have general release conditions. They are as follows. Do not make contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Keep us informed as to where you're living. Bless you, miss. If you're on probation, you'll be ordered to contact your probation officer. If the charges you're being seen here today indicate that there may be a victim, you'll be ordered to stay away from that alleged victim and don't return to the scene of the alleged crime. All of this will be handed to you in writing by one of these fine officers. When you have a moment, read it over again. Thank you, folks. Still no interpreter? All righty. Well, do I have time to do one? Okay, then let's skip the Spanish and we'll jump to next in line. Miss Lisa Mann. Miss Mann, you're first. Come on up. Good morning, Miss Mann. Tell me your full name.
Lisa Marie Mann.
Miss Mann, this is trafficking in stolen property, 8 counts. They're all Class 2 felonies, shoplifting as a Class 4 felony, and also 12 counts of organized retail theft, Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, miss. Your next hearing date is the 11th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Because this allegedly happened while you were on felony release on another matter, you have to be held non-bondable until you see your next judge. Good luck, miss.
Can I say that?
Yes, but you can't change the law.
Well, no, all this stuff happened prior. They just picked me up yesterday.
Miss, you're still held non-bondable. Good luck, miss. Do we have our, thank you. Senora Padilla, Carlos? Can we use the headsets for the gentleman? Thank you, officer. Mr. Interpreter, he's putting on the headsets. Will you verify that he can hear you?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll do so.
Thank you.
Sí.
The interpreter is ready, Your Honor.
Thank you. Would the interpreter please announce?
Jose Garcia, court interpreter with CITS. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, and thank you for helping us out today. Sir, will you please tell me your name?
Mi nombre es Carlos Uriostegui Pineda.
My name is Carlos Uriostegui Pineda.
Sir, you're charged with possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. That's Class 4 felony. I have to change something real quick. I did not find probable cause, but that doesn't change a lot. I'm still telling you, you have to show up. There's 2 things wrong already on this. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is the 19th. You're being released on your own recognizance. Your hearing is downtown Phoenix. Good luck, sir. You'll be out in about 6 hours. Mr. Interpreter,
Gracias.
de nada. Mr. Interpreter, in case I missed a Spanish speaker, can you give us a general announcement, please?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más presente esta mañana que necesite los servicios de interpretación al idioma español? Si puede, por favor, levantar su mano.
I see no hands raised, and the officer verified the same thing. Thank you again for your assistance, sir. We greatly appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day, you and your staff.
Thank you, sir. And we're now up to Mr. Lambert Martin. Mr. Martin, did we do Maldonado or not? Okay. Mr. Martin, why don't you come on up? Mr. Maldonado, you're next. Get in the chair right next to the door, please. Sir, tell me your full name.
Isaiah Lambert Martin.
Mr. Martin, this is 1 count of drive-by shooting, a Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a Class 3 felony, discharge of a firearm within city limits, that's a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 11th of this month at downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $150,000. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
No, go ahead. Mr. Maldonado, come on up. And Christopher Camperda is after Mr. Maldonado. Tell me your full name, sir.
Emmanuel Alvarez Maldonado.
Sir, this is an out-of-county warrant from Yavapai County. It's a probation violation. Is everybody having problems with the autocorrect on this dumb thing? Okay, I have to change this one also. So we'll have to print out a new one. Sir, I cannot appoint an attorney on something out of Yavapai County. It's a probation violation. That's up to the Yavapai County judge. The Yavapai County judge technically does not have to see you because they ordered 30 days in jail. What will happen, flat time, what will happen is the staff here will contact the staff in Yavapai within the next couple days. Probably Monday at the latest, you'll be escorted up to Yavapai County where you'll do your 30 days.
All right.
I wish you the very best, sir.
Thank you.
Christopher, come on up, Christopher. After Christopher is Hollins. Tell me your full name, sir.
Christopher James Caperta.
Thank you, and I apologize if I mispronounced your last name.
It's okay.
This is 1 count of aggravated impeding breathing, that's Class 4 felony, 1 count of assault, that's a misdemeanor, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, fighting, misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal damage, a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 12th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $10,000 secured appearance. Good luck, sir. Mr. Hollins, come on up, and Elena is after Hollins.
Hey, sir.
Tell me your full name, sir.
Theodore Hollins.
Sir, this is a bench warrant for your arrest. It's an aggravated assault against a first responder. It's a Class 4 felony. Resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing downtown Phoenix is on the 12th. Bond is set at $1,000. Sir?
I already have lawyers and stuff like that.
Well, sir, my job is to make sure.
No, but I have missed court day because people just fucking, they're just messing with me out there. And I want a different court day.
Sir, I'm not changing the bond. $1,000 bond.
No, but I already bonded out.
Sir, your hearing is now over. You have a bond of $1,000.
No, man, mama.
Sir, please go with the officer.
I'm not understanding, dude.
Go with the officer.
So I'm not getting out?
No, sir. $1,000. Good luck.
Oh.
Good luck. The court will disregard the direct contempt of court under the circumstances. Miss Salinas. Miss, come on up, and Mr. Montano is after this young lady. Tell me your full name, miss.
Maricela Leon Salinas.
Thank you, miss. Miss, this is dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is the 11th, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set by another judge at $1,000. Good luck, miss. Jose, come on up, Jose. And Mr. Casillas, William is after Jose. See, come on up. Good morning, sir. Tell me your name.
Jose Montano.
Mr. Montano, this is a warrant out of Yuma Justice Court. It's not a county warrant. Failure to appear after written promise, a misdemeanor, and driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled license, another misdemeanor. I cannot appoint you an attorney. That's up to the Yuma judge. The Yuma judge wants a $500 bond. Good luck, sir.
All right, so I have to pay the bond to get out?
You have to pay the bond to get out. If you can't pay the bond, the officers who were just in here are going to reach out to Yuma anyway, and Yuma will come and get you if you can't get the bond, probably on Monday. Good luck.
So if I pay the bond today, I'll be out today?
You'll be out in 6 hours, yes. But you still have to go to Yuma.
All right.
You got to go to Yuma.
All right.
Okay, good luck, sir. William. Come on up, William. And Edgar Dominguez is after William. Tell me your full name, sir.
William Casillas.
Sir, this is a disorderly conduct with a weapon. That's a Class 6 felony, unlawful discharge of a firearm, a Class 6 felony, endangerment, a Class 6 felony, threatening and intimidating, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 19th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. Read the paperwork the young lady gives you carefully. Within that paperwork is all the rules you have to follow, and you have to contact pretrial services as soon as you get out of here.
Okay.
Good luck, sir. You'll be out in about 6 hours.
All right, thank you.
Edgar, Mr. Dominguez, and Miss Richardson is after Mr. Dominguez. Good morning, Mr. Dominguez. Tell me your full name.
Edgar Marquez Dominguez, 61290.
Thank you, sir, for the additional information. I appreciate that. Sir, you have two different matters. The first one's a probation violation. I've appointed you an attorney. You're going to have a probation revocation hearing on the 11th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in 6 hours. This next one's identical. It's another probation, strike that. It's a dangerous drug case, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. Again, same attorney, different date. It's going to be the 19th. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in 6 hours. As soon as you step outside this building, which will be a little after maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, get on your phone, call your probation officer. If you do that and follow their instructions and my instructions, you're given the next judge you meet on the 11th 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 11th. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Samantha, come on up. Sabori is after Richardson. Miss Richardson, tell me your full name.
Nancy Darlene Richardson.
Miss Richardson, this is effective means of transportation. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is on the 19th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Miss Sabori? Miss Sabori, come on up. And Mr. Kata, George, or Kota, is after this young lady. Tell me your full name, please, miss.
Marion Sawari.
Miss, this is a probation violation matter.
Yes.
I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is on the 11th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Let me finish. You'll be happy when I'm done, okay? Your next hearing is on the 11th. I've appointed you an attorney. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in 6 hours. As soon as you step outside this building, call your probation officer. Follow their rules and my rules. You're given the next judge you meet on the 11th 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 11th. Good luck.
Sir, just this man's the case, the Heather Mann's case, where a person was murdered over a meth lab. Okay, the Mann's family, they took my rights and used the name Heather Mann. These man. If you can put that down. This one here, Lisa Mann, is related to that whole thing. Now they've been robbing my family at the same time.
Miss, that's all probably Title 36501.
How do I do that? My lawyer will help me with that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I lost on the Admiralty, the range rent. I left my Garrison to get a soda pop. I got arrested. I had nothing on me, and I gotta get back. I closed the mail, the biggest mailman.
Let's get you out of here, miss. And the court notes Title 36501 et sec should be alerted immediately. And for all those who don't know what that is, that's the mental health laws. George, come on, George. Mr. Cota. And Benjamin Das is after this gentleman. Tell me your name, Mr. Cota.
George Cota.
Mr. Cote, you have three different matters. The first one's a probation violation. I've appointed you an attorney. You're gonna have a probation revocation hearing on the 11th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. The next one, sir, will sound just like another probation violation, same attorney, same hearing date, the 11th, same location, downtown Phoenix, same release on your own recognizance. The last one, Mr. Cota, is unlawful flight, a class 5 felony. Again, I'm appointed the same attorney. Your next hearing date on that one's the 19th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Again, you're being released on your own recognizance. When you walk out of this building in about 6 hours, plus or minus, call your probation officer.
Yes.
Follow their rules and my rules. And if you do that, you're given the next judge you meet on the 11th 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 11th. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Benjamin. And Wilson's after Mr. Doss. Tell me your full name, sir.
Benjamin Moray Doss.
Mr. Doss, this is aggravated driving. Strike that. This is 4 counts of driving under the influence. All 4 of them are misdemeanors under different sentencing ranges. I cannot appoint you an attorney on a misdemeanor, sir. The judge who can, you will meet at the Santan Justice Court on the 23rd of this month. You're being released on your own recognizance. All DUIs have a driving privilege, revocation, suspension, revocation type of situation. Make sure before you get behind the wheel that your license is valid or you just cause more problems for yourself.
Okay.
You'll be out in about 6 hours. Good luck, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Farah, Miss Wilson? Miss Wilson? After Miss Wilson is Gary Tate. Miss Wilson, good morning. Tell me your full name.
Sarah Lois Wilson.
Miss Wilson, this is a resisting arrest as a misdemeanor matter. I cannot appoint an attorney on a misdemeanor. Your next hearing date is the 23rd at the West McDowell Justice Court. That's on Jefferson at about the 600 block. You're being released on your own recognizance, miss. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck, miss.
Thank you.
Mr. Tate, Gary, come on up, Gary. And Mr. Ferguson's after Mr. Tate. Tell me your full name, sir.
Gary Ray Tate.
Mr. Tate, you have 2 different matters. The first one's a probation violation warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney. Your probation hearing is going to be on the 11th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. The second one's identical, another probation warrant for your arrest. Same attorney, same location, downtown Phoenix, the same date, the 11th. You're being released again on this case. As soon as you walk out of this building in about 6 hours, call your probation officer. Follow their rules and my rules. You're given the next judge you meet on the 11th 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 11th. I wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Mr. Ferguson, Christopher, and Mr. Masters is after Mr. Ferguson. Good morning, sir. Tell me your full name.
Christopher Michael Ferguson.
Thank you, sir. You have 2 different matters. The first one is dangerous drugs, narcotic drugs. Those are both class 4 felonies, as well as drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 19th at downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. The next one, sir, is a probation violation matter. Same attorney, different hearing date, the 11th, downtown Phoenix. Again, you're being released on your own recognizance. Sir, when you step outside of this building in about 6 hours, you must contact your intensive supervision probation officer. If you follow their rules and my rules, you're given the next judge you meet on the 11th 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 11th. Good luck. You need it. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Masters, come on up, Mr. Masters.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Masters. Tell me your full name, sir.
Javon Masters.
Mr. Masters, you got 2 different matters before the court. The first one is a forged instrument, a class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is on the 19th, and it's downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. The next one, Mr. Masters, is a probation violation. Same attorney, different hearing date, the 11th, but it is still downtown Phoenix. Again, you're being released on your own recognizance. As soon as you step outside this building in about 6 hours, contact your probation officer. If you follow their rules and my rules, you're given the next judge you meet on the 11th. 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 11th. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck. The next several people are behavioral issues, and I'll go visit them at their cell doors. Mr. Tony Wilson's number 8 on the calendar. Mr. Wilson's a probation violation matter. I've appointed him an attorney. His probation revocation's on the 11th, downtown Phoenix. He's being released on his own recognizance. I'll tell him to contact his probation officer as soon as he gets out of this facility. Morgan Constant is another behavioral issue. She is being charged with dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia. She is number 7 on the court's calendar. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing is on the 11th. Bond is ordered at $500. Candace Johnson, also behavioral, number 6, is a bench warrant for narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing is the 11th, downtown Phoenix. Her bond is $500. Ms. Sanchez, number 9 on the court's calendar, is also a behavioral issue. Narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, shoplifting as a misdemeanor, another shoplifting as a misdemeanor, as well as criminal trespassing as a misdemeanor. I have appointed her an attorney. Hold on. It auto-corrected again. I apologize. I thought they fixed all this problem. Obviously not. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing date is on the 19th. She's being released on her own recognizance. The hearing is downtown Phoenix. Mr. Pendea is number 19 and number 20, again, a behavioral issue. Aggravated assault, a class 3 felony, and aggravated assault, a class 4 felony. I've appointed him an attorney. It auto-corrected the attorney out again. I apologize. I've appointed him an attorney again on these charges. His next hearing is on the 11th, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $50,000. He also has 2 counts of a bench warrant for his arrest, 2 counts of aggravated driving under the influence, class 4 felonies. Again, I've appointed him an attorney. His next hearing is the 11th. I put a $50 bond on that just to make sure he gets transported and also credited for time served due to the prior case. Christopher Flores, my last behavioral issue, number 29. Aggravated assault, a class 6 felony, criminal damage, class 6 felony, failure to simple assault as a misdemeanor. I've appointed him an attorney. His next hearing is on the 11th, downtown Phoenix. A bond is set at $10,000. Did I miss anything, ladies? And is everybody else having, I haven't been here for a few weeks, but I thought they fixed all this autocorrect problem. Or is it just me? All right. Good morning. Please have a seat, everyone. Good morning. This is the 11 o'clock calendar on the 5th day of the month. On the first day of the month, orders are read onto the record that affect all of you regarding DNA and fingerprinting. In just a moment, I'm going to call you up to the podium one at a time. Always follow the officer's instructions. When you get to the podium, I need your name. I'll tell you the charges you're here on. I'll appoint most of you an attorney. I'll set your next hearing date, give you location. I'll set your general release conditions. All of you will have general release conditions. They are as follows. Do not make contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Keep us informed as to where you're living. If you're on probation, you'd be ordered to contact your probation officer. If the charges you're being seen here today indicate there may be a victim, I will order you to stay away from that alleged victim and do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. All of this is reduced to writing. The officer will hand it to you at the end of your hearing. Read it over again at your earliest convenience. Thank you, everyone. If you are a victim of crime with a case pending before this court, you have the following rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you a loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Let the record reflect there are no victims present in court. Travis Columby, am I pronouncing that right? Travis, you're first. And then Anthony Lavin. Anthony, you're second. Anthony, why don't you hop in the chair right next to the door? Travis, come on up here, please. Good morning, sir. Tell me your full name, please.
Travis Justin Coulomb.
Mr. Coulomb, this matter is a dangerous drug case, a class 4 felony, narcotic drug case, a class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony, and 2 counts of driving under the influence, both misdemeanors, as well as obstruction of justice by not giving a true name. I have appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is the 11th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Because this allegedly happened while you're on felony release on another matter, you have to be held non-bondable till the 11th. The next judge can change all of this. Good luck, sir. Anthony, come on up, Anthony. And Terry Crane is after Anthony. Terry, why don't you hop in the chair right next to the door, please? Thank you. Hold on just a moment. The young lady just told me I made a mistake. Is it signed now?
Yes.
Okay. I apologize, Anthony. Tell me your full name, sir.
Anthony James Lavin.
Mr. Lavin, I apologize for mispronouncing your last name. You have 3 different matters. The first one is aggravated robbery, a class 3 felony, misconduct involving weapons, a class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 11th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $50,000. The next 2 are both probation violation matters, sir. You're on probation on 2 different matters. I have appointed that same attorney. You're going to have a probation revocation hearing on the 11th, downtown Phoenix. Bond on each one of those is $50, just to make sure you get credit for time served, as well as transported to your next hearing. Good luck, sir. So, Terry, Mr. Crane, and Cornello is after Terry. Terry, do me a favor, take your hat off. Thank you, Terry. Tell me your full name, sir.
Terry Mark Crane.
Mr. Crane, this is 2 counts of robbery, class 4 felonies. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date, downtown Phoenix, is on the 11th of June. A bond is set at $50,000. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Cornello, come on up. Jessica's after this gentleman. Jessica, hop in the chair next to the door, please. Tell me your full name, sir.
Cornelio Ramirez Loera III.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if the third is important to you, I am appointing you an attorney. Make sure you talk to your attorney. They'll actually be able to do it downtown. They'll
Yes,
put that
sir.
on the record.
Yes, sir.
Sir, sir, this is an assault case, class 2 felony, burglary, class 3 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is on the 12th, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $50,000. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Right. Your choice, obviously. Jessica, come on up, Miss Jessica. And Marlena is after Jessica. Tell me your full name, please.
Jessica Luann Gibbons.
Miss Gibbons, you have two different matters. The first one is shoplifting as a class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is the 11th of June, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $1,000. The next one, miss, is driving on suspended, revoked, or canceled license, a misdemeanor, and obstruction of justice by not giving a true name, another misdemeanor. That's in front of the West Mesa Justice Court. I cannot appoint attorneys on misdemeanors. That's up to the West Mesa judge. You're going to meet him or her on the 10th day of June in West Mesa. The West Mesa Justice Court judge wanted a $500 bond. Good luck, miss.
Excuse me, is there any way to lower the bond on any of these charges? I'm homeless. I have no idea.
Miss, at this point in time, no. The next judge can. Good luck. Marlena, sir, come on up. And Leonard Gosby is after this gentleman. Tell me your full name.
Marlena April Gauching.
I apologize, miss. Miss, this is a dangerous drug case, a class 4 felony, and a drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is the 11th of June, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $500. The next one, miss, is failure to appear after written promise. That's a misdemeanor, and also criminal trespassing, a misdemeanor. I'm not allowed to appoint attorneys on misdemeanors. That's up to the Youngtown judge. You're going to meet the Youngtown judge on the 11th day of June in Youngtown. The Youngtown judge wants a $700 bond. Good luck, miss.
Thank you.
Leonard. Come on up, Leonard. And Mikhail Stacy is after Mr. Gosby. Tell me your name, please, sir.
Leonard Eugene.
A little louder, sir.
Leonard Eugene.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, you have two different matters before the court. The first one is dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on the 11th day of June. A bond is set at $1,000 by a different judge. The next one, sir, is a probation violation matter, a warrant for your arrest. You're on probation for a class 6 felony. Same attorneys appointed. Different hearing date, the 11th of June, downtown Phoenix. Bond by the probation judge is $100. I wish you best, sir. Good luck. You have interpret. And what number is it? Number 20? 27. Would the interpreter please announce?
Yes, good morning, Judge. This is Fernando Hurtado, interpreter.
Thank you. Are you one of our staff interpreters, sir?
No, I'm a contractor, so I'll need to be sworn in.
Thank you. Do you have the oath? There should be an oath up there. If you find it, just hand it to me and I'll do it.
Okay, because they would write.
You want me to get it? But no, that's okay. Mr. Interpreter, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear to the best of your ability to translate from English into Spanish and then back from Spanish into English for the interpretive party? So help you God.
I swear.
Thank you very much. Would you ask Mr. Ruiz Perez, to approach the podium, please?
Señor Luis Pérez, ¿se puede acercar al atril, por favor?
Señor Perez. Allí, por favor. Allí. We're giving him headsets at the moment.
Yes, of course.
Would you verify he can hear you through the headsets? See?
Yes, he can.
Sir, please tell me your full name.
Alicia Ruiz Pérez.
Sir, you're here because you have a warrant for your arrest out of Texas. You have no charges here today. My job is to make sure you get back to Texas. What I'm going to do, sir, is enter a denial on your behalf. You'll meet another judge. Her name is Barb Spencer. Barb will see you on the 15th of this month at 1:30. She will explain all your options. I'm setting bail, which Barb Spencer can change, in the amount of $15,000. I wish you the best of luck, sir. Please step over to the young lady, hand her your headset. Thank you, sir.
Is this the only matter, Judge?
This is the only matter, and the court wants to thank the interpreter.
Okay, you're welcome, Judge. Disconnecting now.
Thank you. And number 6 is the House call?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Let me move Stacy McHale down to the bottom. I'm just gonna skip case Stacy since it bounce around, and I'm just gonna, Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, you're next, Mr. Hernandez. After Mr. Hernandez is Jesus Hotzar. Raul, come on up.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Tell me your full name.
My name is Raul Manuel Hernandez.
Mr. Hernandez, you have 2 different matters before the court. The
Yes, sir.
first one is aggravated driving under the influence, class 4 felony. Driving under the influence as a misdemeanor, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of that. Different sentencing ranges due to blood alcohol content ranges, as well as you have a misdemeanor for obstruction of justice by not giving a true name. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 11th day of June, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $1,000. The next matter, sir, is a shoplifting matter. It's a misdemeanor. I'm not allowed to appoint attorneys on misdemeanors. That's up to the surprise judge. You're going to meet the surprise judge on the 9th day of June in Surprise, which is at Terra Buena and about 103rd Avenue, I believe. But there's a map in the information. The surprise judge wants a $50 bond. I wish you best in front of both judges.
Sir, may I ask a question?
I may not have an answer, but go right ahead.
As far as my job goes, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, sir, all I know is my job is to get you from here to your next location, and those are the 2 bonds. I apologize, sir, but they're going to stay like they are. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Jesus? Come on up, Jesus. And Mr. Cook is after this gentleman. Tell me your full name, sir.
Jesus Wizard.
Sir, you have 2 different matters. The first one is a dangerous drug case and drug paraphernalia. Those are class 4 and class 6 felonies, respectfully. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 19th of this month. You're being released to pretrial services. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. That lovely officer is gonna hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. It's very important that you read all that paperwork, because in it are all the rules you have to follow between now and the next hearing.
Okay.
Sir, your next one is very similar. The next one is dangerous drugs, the same attorney, same hearing date, the 19th, same location, downtown Phoenix, and same release to pretrial services. Call them as soon as you can.
Okay,
Good luck, sir. You'll
Thank
be
you.
out in about 6 hours.
thank you.
Mr. Cook, come on up, Mr. Cook. Jasmine's after Mr. Cook. Hobson Finley. Finley.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Tell me your full name.
Raul Bean Cook.
Mr. Cook, this is possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a class 4 felony, and knowingly displaying fictitious plates, 2 counts. But those are both misdemeanors. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 19th. The 19th, downtown Phoenix, 19th of June, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance, sir. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Thank you.
Jasmine, come on up, Jasmine. After Jasmine is Gabriel Hildebrand. Tell me your full name, please, miss.
Jasmine Hobson Friendly.
Miss, this is shoplifting out of the Surprise City Court. They have it as a felony / misdemeanor, but since it's the Surprise City Court, it's got to be a misdemeanor. I'm appointing you. I cannot appoint you an attorney in Surprise. You'll have to talk to the Surprise judge. His name is Lou Dominguez. Great judge. You're going to meet him on the 30th day of June. You're being released on your own recognizance, sir. Sir, been a long day. Miss, you'll be out of here in about 6 hours.
Question, how does that work if I'm sentenced for DLC?
Pardon me?
How does that work if I'm sentenced for DLC?
Well, then let's do it differently, miss. I did not know you were sentenced to DOC.
Yeah, I turned myself in and I didn't know
Okay.
I had to, so.
That's okay, miss. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change you to a $50 bond. Now, what's going to happen, miss, is you'll stay in our custody until you solve the matter in front of Judge Dominguez in Surprise. And once that's solved, you'll come back here and then you'll be transferred to DOC.
You can't change the court date to be sooner?
I just did change the court date.
Oh, so when?
And we are now transporting you tonight.
Oh, tonight?
Tonight.
Oh, thank you.
So it's a lot earlier that way. And I apologize. I did not know you were going to DOC. And I'm
No,
sorry.
perfect. Thank you. I
Okay,
appreciate
miss,
it.
the lovely lady's going to hand you the paperwork after the other lovely lady prints a new one. Good
Okay,
luck.
thank you.
Thank you. Just wait for this lovely lady. You said 10-9, not the 9. Miss, did you think I said tonight or the 9th?
The night.
The 9th of June?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you. No. Always, if there's ever a question in court, always try to solve it in court.
Yeah.
Because if you try to then go back to chambers and they go, oh, we screwed up, you have to call the person back and just solve it here.
Okay.
Solve it here. No. If that's the biggest mistake we make today, we're doing it. Right. Gabriel? Hildebrand? Come on up, Gabriel. Frank is after Gabriel. Frank, why don't you sit in the on-deck chair? Tell me your full name, sir.
Gabriel Michael Hildebrand.
Mr. Hildebrand, you have one petition with 2 different charges in it, exceeding the posted speed limit by over 20 miles per hour and reckless driving, both misdemeanors. I cannot appoint you an attorney on misdemeanors. The judge who can is the University Lakes Justice Court judge. He or she probably won't, but they can. This is simply just a fine normally. Your next hearing is the 23rd day of June at the University Lakes Court. You're being released on your own recognizance, sir. Please remember, certain charges, such as reckless driving, come with a possible suspension of driving privileges. So before you hop behind the wheel, make sure you got a valid license, or you just compound your problem.
How would I check to see if my license?
Motor vehicles.
Okay.
Motor vehicles. Bless you. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Frank, come on up, Frank. And after Frank is David Valdez. Good morning, sir. Come on up. Tell me your full name.
Frank Flayani.
Thank you, sir. And sir, you're here on a narcotic drug case, class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 19th of June, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. David Valdez. Come on up, David. Good morning, sir. Tell me your full name.
David Manuel Valdez, 10-7 of 93.
Thank you for the additional information. I appreciate it. This is a shoplifting case. You actually have two different cases. The first one is shoplifting and criminal damage. Those are both misdemeanors. I cannot appoint you an attorney on the misdemeanors. That's up to the El Mirage judge. You're going to meet the El Mirage judge on the 23rd day of this month in El Mirage. You're being released on your own recognizance. The next one, sir, is another El Mirage case. It's drug paraphernalia as a misdemeanor. Again, they'll have to appoint you an attorney. You'll meet that judge on the 23rd. Again, you're being released on your own recognizance. Just go to the El Mirage judge and take care of both these. Good luck, sir. You'll be out in about 6 hours.
Thank you.
Carlos. Come on up, Carlos. And Luis Salazar is after Carlos. Good morning, sir. Tell me your full name.
Carlos Antonio Rivera Macias.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is the 19th day of June. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours.
Did you say the 19th or 9th?
19th.
Thank you, sir.
19th. It's all in the paperwork the lovely lady will hand you.
Sure.
And again, sir, no weapons, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can have your weapons right restored to you. That's paperwork you've got to do. You can get it through our self-help center, online or in person. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, boss.
Mr. Salazar, Luis. And Mr. Ford is after Mr. Salazar. Tell me your full name, sir.
Luis Alberto Hernández Salazar.
Mr. Salazar, this is an arrest warrant. It's a narcotic drug case, class 4 felony, and 3 counts of driving under the influence, all 3 of them different sentencing range, but they're all misdemeanors. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is the 19th of June, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Ford, come on up, Mr. Ford. Good morning, Mr. Ford. Tell me your full name.
Emmanuel Ford.
Mr. Ford, you've got 2 different matters. The first one is possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is the 19th of June, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance, sir. The next one, sir, is a probation violation matter. Same attorney, different hearing date, the 11th. Downtown Phoenix, again, is where your hearing's at, about a block away. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 72 hours. As soon as you step outside this building at about 5 o'clock tonight, grab your phone and call your probation officer.
Yes, sir, I will do.
If you follow their rules and my rules, you're given the next judge you meet on the 11th 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 11th. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Copeland? Mr. Copeland, you're Harvey. Come on up, Harvey. And Joshua Gonzalez. Can I have Joshua stand in the doorway because his case is very similar? Josh, you're next, but listen, your case is very similar to this gentleman. That will save a little bit of time for all of us. Sir, tell me your full name, Mr. Copeland.
Harvey Copeland.
Mr. Copeland, you have 2 different matters. The first matter is a local matter. It is dangerous drugs and drug paraphernalia, class 4 and class 6 felonies. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is on the 11th. The judge wants a $500 bond. The next one, sir, is what they call a fugitive of justice. You have a warrant for your arrest out of the state of Wisconsin. My job is to solve the problems here locally first and then get you back to Wisconsin. Did they give you a large piece of paper that was laminated to read?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to look that over?
Sure.
You've got 2 different options. One, when a fugitive warrant is issued, you have every right to challenge that. And you challenge that by entering a denial here today's date. I would set bond and you'd meet another judge on the 10th. You have a right to have both governors of both states sign extradition paperwork to get you back to Wisconsin. That could take up to 90 days. And again, you would have a bond during that period of time. If you meet the bond, that's fine. You could actually go back to Wisconsin and take care of this, or you can waive extradition, which will mean you'll be held non-bondable here, and Wisconsin has to come get you within 30 days. If they don't, I cut you loose. That does not solve the problem with the fugitive of justice warrant. It's still out there, and I could let you out, and later the same day, you could be picked up again and come back here and start this all over again. But your local problems will be solved. Do you wish to waive and go back to Wisconsin as quickly as possible, or do you want to take your chances and stay here and have a bond? Your choice.
What do you mean waive and go back to Wisconsin? How?
Sir, at this point in time, since I am not speaking clearly to you, I'm going to enter a denial on your behalf. I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $15,000 cash, and you're going to meet a lovely lady on the 15th. Her name is Barb Spencer. She's been doing this a tad shorter than I have, but she's very good and very patient, and she'll get the message across as to what you need to do. Good luck, sir. Tell me your full name, Mr. Gonzalez.
Joshua Gonzalez.
Mr. Gonzalez, your matter is out of Texas. It's a probation violation matter. Texas wants you back. You have no charges here. And again, as I told the gentleman before you, you got two options. You can waive and go back to Texas within 30 days. If Texas doesn't come pick you up in 30 days, but Texas normally always does in my 27 years of sitting up here. But the other thing you do is enter a denial. You can enter a denial and force Texas and Arizona to sign a bunch of paperwork. That process could take up to 90 days. In your situation, Texas wants you held without bond due to the parole violation, and I would honor that request. So you'd stay locked up either way. Do you want to waive and get back to Texas within 30 days?
Yep.
Okay, sir. I have to ask you a few questions real quick.
That would be the quickest way possible, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right.
In my opinion.
And you said after 30 days, if they don't come, then
I cut you loose.
But I still got to take care of it later.
But it doesn't solve the Texas problem.
Yes, I understand.
As soon as I cut you loose, if there's a different agency sitting out the front door and has words with you, you're reincarcerated. So it's kind of it's not a bad idea to take care of this. Sir, have you read that large laminated piece of paper?
Yes, sir. Is there any way I can get a copy of this, like when I take off?
Yes, you will get a copy of that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, do you understand that you do not have to sign the waiver paperwork?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you have a right for an extradition hearing. The extradition hearing will be in about 10 days. You also have a right to hire your own attorney. I cannot appoint you an attorney. Extraditions are civil matters, so I can't appoint you an attorney. You have a right to demand that both governors sign the extradition paperwork. You understand you have the right to bail. However, in your case, because it's a violation of parole, you'd be held non-bondable. So in your case, you don't really have that right. Do you want to give up those rights and sign the waiver paperwork? Sir, if you got to think about it, I can give you an easy 10 days. You can meet Barb Spencer. And
if you do the 10 days so I can think about it, would that 30 days still, like, would it be 20 after that, or would it be 30 also?
Yeah, start over at 30. But I think that's the best idea for you.
Yeah, do the 30.
You still want to do the 30?
I mean, I just want to get it over with.
All right. Has anyone used any force, threats, or made any promises to get you to do the 30?
I'm sorry?
Has anyone used any force, made any threats, given you any promises to get you to waive your
No, sir, I just don't want to have to deal with this. You know, I'm coming back to Arizona for work, so I don't want to come back and be driving down the road and same thing happens.
Sir, I'll make a finding that you're making a knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver. I'm going to ask you to follow the officer's instructions. She, in just a couple moments, is going to bring you up here. This lovely lady's going to have you sign the paperwork, and then you're free to go. Whenever they start hemming and hawing like they don't understand, if you fall into that, you'll be here for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I just defer to Mara and say, obviously, I'm not getting through to you. I apologize, and have a hearing from the Spencer. And so and also don't,
I'm sorry.
in my opinion, don't engage in questions and answers with you. All they want to do is play with you. And it's just not what you're right.
If you want to try and sign some.
Go ahead and try to sign us up. And then we have, you've got house phone. Yep. Jane and I kind of disagree. She thinks judicial officers should wear their robe back there.
You're gonna have to
I think that's like putting a big bolt behind your back. I don't think the other gentleman don't. She's very, very concerned about the female judicial officers. So, double
Still?
Yeah.
Again?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you don't have to go back to the house calls unless you want to. Any questions?
No.
Yeah. We have a book and it has a whole script. Have you read it over, the IA script?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
You can read it over and you can modify it any way you want to. Right? And watch as many people as you can. And take what sounds good on their part that applies to you. And you'll have your own identity up here.
Right.
And just, as long as you get everything to them, which is their rights, and that's what they are handing you to. So.
Not sure if it's 10.
Yesterday we had to have them physically sign it. Yes, the other day.
You want to print off a copy?
I think I'll do that.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it? Let's just make it easy. Now, print it off. Do you care if I read the house call into the record? All right, we have behavioral issues. Stacy McHale, number 6, is a behavioral issue. It's a drug paraphernalia case, strike that, it's a dangerous drug case, class 4 felony. It's a tampering case with evidence of the drug paraphernalia itself. I've appointed him an attorney. His next hearing is on the 11th. Bond is $1,000. Number 20 is Miss Nottingham. Miss Nottingham, again, a behavioral issue, aggravated assault, class 6 felony, resisting arrest, a class 6 felony, criminal trespassing as a misdemeanor. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing date is the 19th. She's being released on her own recognizance. Joshua Marsical, I'm sure I'm close. Number 28, 1 and 22. Joshua has a drug case, narcotic drug case, and has a class 4 felony. Drug paraphernalia has a class 6 felony. It's out of Gila County. I cannot appoint an attorney in Gila County. Gila County wants a $2,500 bond. His next case is very similar. It's out of Gila County, a warrant for his arrest, narcotic drugs, drug paraphernalia, and tampering with evidence, all felonies. Again, I cannot appoint an attorney. The Gila County judge wants a $2,500 bond, and he'll see the gentleman on the 10th day of June. Officer, can we just, did that work?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Over here, go. Thank you, Josh. Looks good to me.